If you're anything like me, then you absolutely love to troll your friends in Minecraft. If that's you, then today is your lucky day. Alright, this first one is an absolutely mean troll. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab an anvil, a name tag, a sword, and an exact replica of your friend's Minecraft dog. Now what you're going to do is you're going to place the anvil down, and you're going to put the name tag in there and rename it to your friend's dog. Name that dog. What you're going to do is bring your dog all the way into your friend's house. Follow me, young one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your friend's dog right here, slay it. Now you're just going to place this dog inside your house. You're going to sit them in their house. Now what your friend's going to do is they're going to run up to this dog and they're going to, unsit it. Take it over this way. Try and do something with it. But they will have no control over the dog. They can't unsit it. They can't feed it. They can't talk to it. They can't do anything to it. So what they're left with is a dog that doesn't obey them. So we're just going to leave that here and we're just going to see how mad our friend can get. Now you guys are going to want to stick around for all these awesome trolls, because up next we have a really inconvenient one. It's so simple, you literally don't need anything. All you have to do is you have to run into your friend's house and just start swapping their items around like crazy. Just move them around, just completely mess everything up, just do this, do that, and just start swapping all the items around and make a complete mess of their chest. What this is doing is it's making the next interaction with their chest the most inconvenient time possible, as they're looking around trying to find each and every new item that has been moved. It's going to be very annoying, it's going to be very funny, and it's just going to completely mess with them and make them go crazy. Because you know what? We love that here. We love that. You know what? I'll just do this. Diamonds, like that. All that good stuff. Move everything around like this. Go absolutely insane. And then, as soon as you're finished, leave and never come back. Now coming in at number 3, this is so simple, you can just waltz back into their house. Now what you have to do is you have to find their bedroom, be very sneaky, make sure they don't see you, and then break their beds. Now they don't have a respawn point. Place them back, they don't know what's happening. Every single time they sleep, do this again until they finally perish, and then they won't have a respawn point. So that will be an absolute nightmare for them. Now coming in at number 4, all you need is a shovel and an axe. Doesn't matter what they are, just as long as they work. And you're just going to walk into the house and do one of the following. Shovel a random piece of grass, or strip some of their wood. And then they'll think it's an accident, they'll replace it. Then, just do it again and again and again and again. And then you can just keep doing it again and again until they realize it's not them doing it. And then you can just walk away knowing that you've wasted like 10 minutes of their time. Now this one is going to require a little more effort. What you're going to need is a creeper head, specifically a creeper head, and a note block. And what you're going to do is you're going to waltz back into their house without them knowing, right? As soon as they're out for their mine or back in the nether, just waltz back in. And all you have to do, find somewhere to hide. Let's hide under here. And what you're going to do is you're going to hide somewhere and make sure you're crouching so they can't see your name tag. You've got to grab the creeper head and the note block, place the note block, and place the creeper head. And what this is doing is creating a creeper sound. And as soon as they come up to do their enchanting, just do this, and they'll think there's a creeper in their house. But you got to make sure that they've gone out of your house before you can head up and escape. So it does require a little more effort and a little more time, but I'm sure it'll be worth it to see the look on their stupid faces. Now this next one might just take the longest depending on what type of house your friend has. So if they have a small house, it might take a lot less than if they had a big house like that. So for educational purposes, we'll do just this house. What you need is you're just going to need wool of similar color to their house, and you're just going to recreate it. What you're going to do is you're going to put this there where their actual house is, and then they'll come back and see that all of their effort that they've put into that house over there has been for no reason, because you've just swapped it out for a bunch of wool blocks. It'd be very funny if they have a really nice looking house and you just switch everything for wool. That'd be pretty funny. Now this next one is yet another simple one. All you gotta do is waltz into your friend's house, and what your objective is to start swapping these around. You see these amazing little tables that my friend has neatly placed in their own little spaces. Yeah, who actually cares about this? Let's just swap everything around. Your friend is going to waltz into their crafting area and realize that all of their tables have been moved around. So if they're coming in a rush trying to craft something really quickly and they accidentally click on their brewing stand instead of their anvil, they're going to realize it and they're going to think they're clinically autistic, and that's pretty funny if you ask me. Now this next one depends on one thing. It depends on whether or not your friend has their very own farm. And if they do, Your objective is to tread on as many farms as possible without them noticing. Tread on a couple at first and then gradually come back for more. Go to their bottom farm. Do it again. Just keep doing it until their farm becomes a wasteland and then you're just sitting there laughing because your farm is totally intact while theirs is like being destroyed by some unknown cause. We don't know what happened to it. Now coming in at number 9, we need a little bit of a setup. So what you're going to need is a redstone torch, some redstone dust, some redstone repeaters, and some doors. Doesn't matter what type of door it is. And what you're going to do again is you're going to find a very central point and just dig a big hole. Obviously your friend can't be home for this and you need to have a lot of time. So preferably do it when they're either AFK or when they're offline entirely. The first thing that you need to do is you need to place some redstone repeaters down like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you need to place redstone dust around it to create a redstone clock. And do this, and now it's alternating on its own. Now, this is where things get a little fun. What you're going to do is try to create as much noise as possible using doors. We're going to move it out. There's one. Now, that's pretty annoying if you ask me, but we're not just doing one. Oh no, we're doing 2. We're doing 3, 4, 5. We're filling every single side with doors until all you can hear is just doors. You cannot hear this from very far away, trust me. You can get out of the vicinity pretty quickly. You need to be really close to the doors to be able to actually hear anything. Then you just get out of that hole as fast as possible and just run away. And wait for your friend to start hearing the really annoying loud door noises that are actually really annoying and do not stop, and your friend is just sitting there wondering where in the world they are. Now last but certainly not least, we have a very mean thing to do. All you need is an end crystal, a piece of obsidian, and a diamond pickaxe. Head to their storage system, place down this amazing bit of obsidian, place an end crystal down, and use your diamond pickaxe to carefully break this obsidian, and then just leave. Your friend will have to sit there with an end crystal there for the rest of their life and being on edge whilst trying to get to their chest. I would not want to be on the receiving end of this, because you'd be here trying to get into these little chests and making sure that you don't blow this up. And I wouldn't want to touch this because it happens to be one of the most explosive blocks in the entire game, and I wouldn't want anything to do with it. Honestly, as soon as you're finished, you should just get up and walk away and just never return back to this house. Honestly, just leave the world if you have to, because that is all the time we have for today. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.